Here we are. Here we are. It is after Independence Day has come and gone, and quite an event it was Saturday night to where we have the shock of our shockers. And Brown Swagger, myself, has lost the SWA World Heavyweight Championship. Not to Johnny Youngbuck, but to his father, Diamond Dave, who cashed in his Guy Fox Battle Royal Memorial Trophy, the suitcase. Not only did he cash it in, he bashed it upside my head. So,
I
uh,
want firstly, Ralph, this is an interview. I don't mean to cut you off. The physical pain, the feeling that you're having right now, because that was a brutal, let's be honest, that was a brutal, unexpected lick that you took from a cheap shot, basically.
yeah, I mean, I can't stress that. Like, in a way, I can't blame Dave for doing that. I should have known he was up to something no good, not being there. But then again, I beat him in a match to where he could not be in Young Buck's corner. But even then, knowing that how he is, knowing that he's gonna have tricks up his sleeve, I should have expected it coming. But he caught me slipping. He
Unfortunately.
he played his music. I'm waiting for him to come down the ramp. They're saying no. I'm knocked out.
I mean, I hate this seems like the silliest question in all of media, but what are your what are you feeling, not only on a physical level, but a personal level? I mean, you lost the championship. It wasn't to the man you was in the ring with. It was a cash in. Just thoughts, feeling. I mean, you kind of mentioned it, you touched on it, but is it regret? Is it angst? Is it anger? Is it revenge? Is it vengeance? Is it kind of a state of peace? Because now at least you know it did take two men to beat you virtually, basically, two men of the same breed, if you will. So
Well,
what's basically your mental psyche?
I mean, I'm hurt. I mean, I feel like I let my fans down, let my family down. I let the SWA universe down. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm upset. I'm pissed off. I mean, you know, I did my interview commitments afterwards, but I really wasn't in the best shape, best mood. I mean, I ended that session early. I flipped the table over. I mean, I was pissed off. I really didn't want to talk to nobody. Uh, this one guy in the SWA development, he's sitting there talking about just believe in winning the title back, and I believe I put his ass through the wall. Uh, you know,
It's a mighty big spot, by the way, that we left there in that arena. I
yeah,
mean, the feelings. That's what you're feeling, obviously, but you didn't let us down. You didn't let the SWA universe down. If anything, it proved what a champion you are. You were ready for the challenge. Now, I do want to ask one other thing, really quick. My second question, I guess. Do you think this was kind of the plan all along? Was Young Buck aware? Because Don had a video mentioning, stating whatever. I have actually not yet been given the video, but he's holding gold, and I mean it's in the Diamond family. So, what are your thoughts? Was Young Buck just a decoy in this plan all along, or what? What do you think about that?
my initial thought after everything that happened was he didn't even want his son to win the world title. That he is a you know self-centered, uh, maniacal, sociopath, old son of a bitch that he did not want. If the belt is not on him, everything is not right. Now, true enough, it'd have been around. If it had been around Youngblood, okay, that's his son. But even then, he's not happy. He don't have the belt. I mean, he can always sit and be like, "Yeah, that's my son. That's my son. That's my boy." But in the back of his mind, he's gonna be like, "I gotta get this belt off of him." So, but when I sit and think about it, yeah, I think it was the family was in cahoots. Blue Chip was in cahoots. Young Buck was in cahoots. and definitely they with their father. I mean, he hashed up this plan. I mean, I should have known during the matchup that my Young Buck was fighting me, but he really wasn't fighting me. He was fighting me enough to where something was going to happen, sooner or later. And
Almost
even
like
after,
almost trying to weaken you, so to speak, right?
yeah, yeah, to where because when I look back at the tape and Dave hit me, hell, Young Buck wasn't even around. He wasn't. He after I was pounding on him and the music came on, he basically like he rolled out the ring like, oh, this is my cue. I'm gonna roll out the ring. And next thing you know, here come old salty Cuban Saconia Dave to drop to drop me. Oh, I seem like we got a comment here.
I mean, when you think about it in the hindsight, hindsight being 2020, I guess he was, and we're going to get to Mr. Shady in just a second. Also, he did get out of the way. He didn't try to say, "Look, Dad, this is my moment. This is my match. Leave." So it makes sense from that point of view, and something I had never really looked at before. I've just been thinking the Diamond family is finally going to break up, but you just made a very, very valid point. And speaking, since Shady is on here, I believe it's this week's Mayhem. You guys, you being the former champion and Shady being former SWA Heritage Champion, will take on Diamond, Dave, and Crowley in a tag team match. What are your thoughts, feelings, emotions going into that? Are you guys amped? Have you talked? I mean, I know once allies, still friends. Honestly, the lifeblood of this company. What's your plan going into this?
Well, actually, it's not with Shady, but with Damian Venom, another member of Shady
Sorry.
Money Incorporated.
Yeah, my bad.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. I mean, I guess she didn't read the notes too good, but we're not gonna get off on that.
I never,
Uh,
this.
yeah, I know, but we have to I had to gamble. I had to do a gamble on this one here, which well, I'm going to me and Damien. We never been on a team before, and but I do feel that you know with Damien, his momentum coming off of Independence Day in the matchup for the Heritage Championship, and me being in the mood I am in a pissed off mood, in a foul mood, to where all we need to do, all we just need to do is just work together as a team. And you know, I went up against Crowley before that a while back in another federation. We had a best of five to crown a number one contender for the world title. Unfortunately, it went the whole 5 matches, but unfortunately, I came out on the short end stick. Crowley's a tough competitor, so I already know how Crowley is. And Venom, I trust Venom. I trust Venom. He's part of Shady Money. Shady vouch for him. So we gonna get together. We gonna get together. We gonna come up with a game plan to where we gonna thwart these new champions. We gonna their first matches after winning their titles gonna be a losing effort.
I did forget about the Shady injury. You're correct. He is actually out at least a week. I mean, we're kind of on uncertain ground with the former SWA Heritage Champion, but I will say there's been some headway lately with a group of people. It's kind of the same promo. You, Shady, and the guy went against Glenn Sexton are all three mentioned. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. What are your thoughts on this? Do you know these guys? Or I'm not saying you're behind it, but what do you think's happening here?
No, I don't know. I don't know who they are, and they're coming in at a time. They coming in at a probably an opportune time for them. After a pay-per-view, where people probably not really taking notice of them, and so they sit here, they come out here with these rather suggestive type videos. I mean, one of them said that they like me just the way I am, that the world don't revolve around Glenn and Shady. That it's not and they keep saying you're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, like it's like as if they were the ones behind the the making of SWA, and then they just left. And all of a sudden now they coming back, telling everybody, telling the top stars that you're welcome. Well, I don't know who the hell they are. I know they're not part of SWA because Mr. Air would have said something. But
That that's my
whoever these
question.
guys are, whoever these guys are, eventually they're gonna make themselves known. Besides playing some 1920 movie entrance video, playing old songs that Fred Sanford was singing, talking about setting the world on fire, and then disguising their voices, sounding like some old hag and old ass Homer Simpson. Uh, they, I'm interested to see who the hell they are and
Mr.
whatnot.
Rogers also, by the way. I mean, I wasn't throwing out accusations. I'm just saying it's very strange. I've also been in the video and I couldn't understand what they were saying. Like the children need to be protected of me or something. Anyway, I'm trying to tone myself down a little bit. But one more question for you, Mr. Swagger. And I hate to say former champ, but that also allocates to your greatness. You've been a multi time champion, not just here, but in other federations all across the world, other companies. You've ran companies. You've really changed your game, and everyone else has had to step up. What's next for Ralph Swagger and SWA? What's the game plan? I know it's kind of early to be asking, but is it the Diamond family? Do you go after Dave? Do you go after Young Buck? Do you take a step back and kind of think? I really wanted to get that question out there because the fans are wondering.
Well, I'm already, I already done took the step back. You know, the day I got home, I just did some little cleaning up around the yard, cleared the air a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and retire. I'm not gonna sit here and take a step back. This is just a setback, a minor setback. The goal right now is to get that SWA World Heavyweight Championship back. And I know I might not have the first shot at it because management does not, they don't do automatic re
Like a
repeats
rematch
or
clause or
rematch. Yeah, they
something
don't
like
do
that.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, the
That's
rematch
not
clause.
offered here, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I know that Dave has sat there talking about get to the back of the line. But see, one thing about me, I'll get to the back of the line, but before you know it, I'll be right there in your face as if I never left. Dave knows this. He knows that I'm gonna be back, and he knows that when I come back even harder than before. I had to sit back and think about what did I do, what did I change when I became champion. Was it my intensity? No. Theme song? No. But I'm probably, I probably got to go back to how I used to be when when I was stomping, walking in my big black boots, walking and talking and knocking everybody the hell down that didn't agree with me. I mean,
I've been on the receiving end of a dagger here or there, and I know they're very mighty.
yeah, but see, that's the thing about it. I'm much more than a dagger, and I know I changed. I know I did change it out to where, I used the Iron Eagle claw that in tribute to the Von Erichs. But it's time for some people to learn that when I drop you with the lawbreaker, you don't get up, you don't kick out. If anything, you get carried out. So
That's very true. I mean, if you think if if Diamond Dave comes out that front, we may have a different result entirely. You were ready, willing, and very capable still, even though you were a bit worn down. I mean, you were pretty dominant in that match. It was even, but no doubt in my mind you would have beat Young Buck.
Yeah, yeah, I would be Young Buck, no problem. And if Young Buck or that blue chip might want to get in my way, oh, I won't drop him with that. I won't drop him with daggers. I'm gonna slice him up with machetes. See, one thing I have worked on is a reverse dagger, which basically just reverse. It's just the same move. Instead of jumping them from the front and dragging their ass down, I jump them from the back and drag them down. Kind of like a reverse DDT, and that my friends is called a machete.
Well,
And
I'm ready for
when
that.
let's just put it this way, just like the movie, machete kills.
He does. He does. And that one, Danny Trejo gets even. Ralph, I'll let you end it off. I have no further questions. I'm very excited to see what you have in store for the coming weeks. I'll let you end it here. If you have any message for anybody in SWA, anybody, go ahead.
To all my fans in the SWA, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. Like I said, this is just a minor setback. Diamond Dave, keep that title nice and warm, and keep it shined up real nice, because when you least suspect it, I will be back and I will claim back what's mine. To all my opponents from here on out, whatever I decide to do with you, believe me, you're just in the damn way. And if I gotta obliterate your ass, I gotta obliterate you, friend or foe. To these unknown people, don't hide behind your screwy videos. Just come on out and say what you gotta say. Be a man. Don't hide. And believe me, before this year is up, Ralph Swagger, this Unchained Hooligan, will be dropping daggers, machetes, putting people in iron eagle claws, and definitely putting people out with lawbreakers, because I will be SWA World Heavyweight Champion again. There's no doubt about it.
I will say I do miss saying the champion, Ralph Swagger. Ralph, good luck to you this week, my friend. SWA Universe, from the Mad Dog to the former champion, Ralph Swagger. Good night.
Not everybody.